welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm your host, Jakari Jackson. It's February 26, 2014, and here are our top stories.
Tonight, surrender your firearms. The state of Connecticut is now demanding that gun owners across the state turn in all unregistered firearms and magazines or face felony arrest.
Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in.
Proof positive that gun registration leads to confiscation. Then, a new report reveals that the FBI had direct contact with Osama bin Laden as far back as 1993, a revelation missing from the official investigation into the September 11th attacks. And the IRS is preparing to enforce Obamacare with hefty fines and fees. All that and more up next on the InfoWars Nightly News.
And welcome back. Our top story headline: surrender your firearms. Connecticut tells unregistered gun owners. The law bans the sale of magazines holding over 10 rounds and, quote, assault rifles manufactured after 1994, and requires that residents who possessed either before the ban to register them with the state. The letter breaks down the gun owners' quote options, including surrendering their firearms and magazines to the police, selling them to a gun dealer, removing them from the state, or rendering them inoperable. So this is what gun control looks like, because these people have learned from the mistakes they did during Hurricane Katrina, going door to door, kicking in doors and knocking old ladies down who have little rusty revolvers. They say, no, we're going to make you destroy your own property. We're not going to break in and steal it. We're going to make you destroy it or sell it or give it away. And some of these people, you may have an antique gun. Maybe your granddad used it to fight in a war or something. You don't want to get rid of that. You don't want to sell that. You don't want to destroy that. So this is how they're going to take your guns. Their ways, their methods have gotten more sophisticated. They really don't want to go door to door because the police and military are smart enough to realize that they're going to meet some opposition, so they're going to force you to register your things. And if you think registration doesn't equal confiscation or disarmament more accurately, this is proof positive right here. And another proof positive source: FBI had a source in contact with bin Laden as far back as 1993. So let's look more into this. In a revelation missing from the official investigation of September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks, the FBI placed a human source in direct contact with Osama bin Laden in 1993 and ascertained that the al-Qaeda leader was looking to finance terrorist attacks in the United States, according to a court testimony in a little notice employment dispute case. I think it raises a lot of questions about why that information didn't become public and why the 9/11 Commission or the Congressional Intelligence Committee weren't told about it, said former Representative Peter Hoekstra, a Michigan Republican. So regardless if you believe the full story of 9/11, I have many questions myself, such as a big jumbo jet back in 2001 pulled off a maneuver that would be difficult for most modern fighter jets to hit, flying down to the Pentagon. And then you have all the missing footage of the Pentagon attack. You have one camera with still images. So I have a question about how that was possible and what happened to all this other missing footage. Another question I have: the bin Laden family. If you weren't sure it was Osama bin Laden from the get-go, why was the bin Laden family allowed to get on a plane and leave the country before he was even officially a suspect? So this says right here the FBI had their eyes on him as far back as 1993, which in my mind means that they could have did a little bit more to stop these attacks, like they could have stopped the World Trade Center bombing back in 1993 when the FBI had their patsy, cooked the bomb that blew up parts of the World Trade Center. You haven't heard that? You can go read that in the New York Times. Now, as far as things that, went boom, let's take a look at this. Your rights are going boom in the state of California. California smartphone kill switch proposed nationwide. So this is a story. A lawmaker in Illinois has introduced a bill that would mandate a kill switch in all smartphones, potentially allowing authorities to shut them off at will. The legislation is a replica of a bill recently introduced in California, aimed, according to lawmakers, at discouraging theft of phones and black market trading. So they're saying this is because of Apple picking, when they steal your iPhone or steal your smartphone data. We'll just have a kill switch so nobody can use your phone. Okay, so let's say you're out and, maybe this will become routine in a traffic stop. They already want to download the information on your phone during a traffic stop. Now they'll just turn off your phone altogether so you can't film them, or some other event, whatever it may be. You go into some type of big building. Next time you go to a federal building, maybe they just kill your phone when you walk through the door. This is what it's going to take. I don't know why people would submit to these type of measures. I don't know what possible thing they could propose to make this seem reasonable to people. Why would you want your phone to be killed? And this is already built-in backdoor technology, just like they can spy on your phones. They've been doing it for years. These just are recent revelations. So they're trying to bring this thing to the forefront, to the public, to make it seem, okay, well, it's legal now, so we can just go ahead and keep doing it. If you're in California, if you're in Illinois, reject this. Kick and scream and go jump on the couch like Tom Cruise if you have to. Whatever you have to do to keep these people from getting into your life any more than they already are. And another way you can do that is make sure that the Supreme Court doesn't allow people just to run into your house. Supreme Court ruling eases police searches of a suspect's home. The court held a 6-3 vote that police can search a home without a warrant, even if the suspect has objected, as long as he is no longer at the scene and the co-tenant gives consent. So which is to say, if, let's say you're investigated for whatever reason, you leave and your roommate, your wife or whoever, the police come, bang, 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 they're scared, they got their black ski mask on and their AR-15s and the dog barking. We want to search the house, okay, and they jump back, they're scared, they're freaked out, they don't know what's going on, so they come in and search your residence, find whatever they want to find, or maybe even plant something that's not like that's ever happened before, and now all of a sudden you're going to jail, or if you just have a roommate who doesn't like you for whatever reason. These things can come back to haunt you, and I'm very much against these people just coming up to your house and taking whatever they want. We see the no-knock warrants where even the police are being shot back and killed now, which I'm very happy that that gentleman in Texas wasn't charged for that. Not saying I'm happy that the officer died, but I'm happy that at least sanity prevailed in saying you can't just bust into people's doors and expect them not to do anything about it.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.